All right, look, bro. Listen, it's about to be 12 p.m. I'm just waking up right now. Like, I was very, very busy, like, throughout the night. So, like, I ended up going to sleep at around, I think, like, 6 a.m. So, I'm waking up pretty late right now. But it's Saturday. We literally just got Kefla and Frost as brand new LF and, Sparking units, respectively. We just got them. And now we have this, right? So, the official Dragon Ball Legends Twitter accounts have, it's not even like a cryptic message. It's just a straight up hint, right? It's a straight up hint at what's coming next. And all the tweet says is, there is a planet Earth, Father. This is one of the easiest hints that they've ever given us because it's a dead giveaway to Mecha Frieza and King Cold. It's the only thing that makes sense, right? Because when it comes down to, the Earth and somebody trying to direct their father towards Earth, there is only one person who has done that in the manga and the anime, and that's Frieza talking to King Cold. That is the only time that's happened. So, just knowing that they're referencing this is actually pretty cool for a few reasons. One, it lets us know that the next focus is going to be the Android Saga, which some cool things could happen if that were to, happen. But also, for me personally, we could finally get a King Cold unit. Like, it's crazy how when it comes down to Frieza's entire family, if I want to throw semantics, there's two people missing, but if we're sticking with like the main like Dragon Ball canon, there's only one person missing, and that's King Cold. Right? The reason why I said semantics is because if we throw in like all of Dragon Ball, then Frieza is missing, but I don't think they'll ever add Frieza because Frieza doesn't have an English voice actor. But still, it's crazy knowing that they're actually hinting towards the Android Saga because of the fact that, again, we have Mecha Frieza in the game. Like, he's in the game, and in all honesty, when we had that Sparking unit, it was actually pretty good. It was pretty good. But if I recall correctly, we only have one Mecha Frieza unit in the entire game, so that's honestly pretty unfortunate. But we could get a brand new Mecha Frieza, and we could potentially get a new King Cold. Although, in this particular instance, because King Cold, yes, even though he did last longer than Frieza did, because he didn't just fight Trunks up front, he waited, it would make sense that we got like a Sparking King Cold and then something else with Frieza going on. Whether they want to do Legends Rising or if they are going to try to give us like an LF Mecha Frieza, that'd be pretty cool. It just, actually, because it wouldn't make sense for them to give us another banner right now because we literally just got one this week. We just got one. So, and this is more than likely hinting towards what we're going to be getting next week. So I'm assuming that we're either going to get like a free-to-play Mecha Frieza or like a free-to-play King Cold or something. But seeing that, again, it's in reference to Frieza speaking to King Cold, probably going to end up being a free-to-play Mecha Frieza, which is still cool. Because one, it's another LOE buff, and two, LOE's actually gotten a pretty solid buff. Like, people might be like kind of iffy with Frost. Personally speaking, my experience with Frost has been pretty solid, but it's still something to help boost LOE, which is a tag that's been pretty dead for a while now. So just knowing that we got Ultra Full Power Frieza, we just got Sparking Full Power Frost. What else? The Revival Final Form Frieza ended up getting a Zenkai unit, and then LF Full Power Frieza, the yellow unit, ended up getting a buff as well. Like, all of that kind of coming together to help boost LOE is actually really freaking cool. It's really cool because, again, LOE is a tag that, in truth, shouldn't be anywhere near as weak as it, like, has been, I should say. It shouldn't be. But unfortunately, it is. So that's why, like, the moment we got Ultra Full Power Frieza, and especially now that we got Ultra Full Power Frost, I am hoping and praying that the days of LOE being a dead tag are just over. and we're finally getting like a substantial buff to this tag that could really use it, right? Because there's so many cool things that they can do with LOE, let alone the fact that, again, we could get like a new cooler in the future. Heck, or if they don't want to give us a new cooler just yet, which, side note, I don't know how we don't have an ultra cooler yet, but we could get something like that, or maybe they can try to give us like a new LF cooler. Again, King Cold can become a playable character, which would be awesome, and so much more. But apart from just that, right, it's very clear that this is going to indicate the next like campaign that they're flowing us into. Now, I can't really speak on what the LF unit could potentially be. However, when it comes down to the units that would like build up to that, right? Like obviously we start off with like a free-to-play unit, we might get a Zenkai and then maybe the unit, or whichever order that they want to go in. For this, I think very, very strongly we're getting either a free-to-play MECHA FRIEZA or a free-to-play King Cold. Like there's no doubt in my mind about what that is referring to. But with the content that we can get next, if we do get like a new Zenkai unit leading up to like the next banner, it might be time for the androids to get Zenkai'd. Like, okay, we all know how powerful the tag androids are. Like, let's be honest, like when they released, they were dominating online. Like it wasn't even close. And they always nullified endurance. So regardless if you had 17 or 18 in. So if you breathed on your opponent who had endurance with the androids, they were dead. Now, there is like a bit more counterplay to all that because we have Succession, we have Indestructible, we have Revival, like, and we have KO Guard. So there are ways to technically get around their prevalent mechanic of being able to constantly nullify endurance no matter what, right? On top of all that, like Ultra Perfect Cell also has that ability where he always nullifies endurance. But, which I didn't even realize, wow. If the tag androids actually do get a Zenkai, that would be a buff for Ultra Perfect Cell, so that would be a nightmare. But still, I think if they're going to focus on the Android Saga specifically, now would be the best time to boost that unit. It's the only thing that really makes sense to me. Like, because again, they could boost anybody that they want. They could boost the MECHA FRIEZA unit that we did end up getting a long while ago if they really, really want to. And that would boost the Saga, sure. Or they could boost the androids finally and give them like a buff that they should have gotten I don't know if I'll say a long while ago, but a while ago. So we'll see what they do. But I'm still shocked that we ended up getting this, like when we got it, right? Like it's Saturday. Man, I'm telling you, I was gone. Like I'm literally just getting up again, but I was in my bed, I was comfortable, I was gone. Picked up my phone, saw Twitter, and I was like, okay, they're doing stuff. So I'm excited to see like what they're going to be doing this time around when it comes down to the Android Saga, whether we do get a brand new MECHA FRIEZA, whether we do get King Cold for the very first time, whether or not they do end up Zenkaiing the androids like for the week, after. So what, that'd be like 2 weeks from now, technically. So I'm very curious to see like what they're going to do, because this could be hype, especially building up to a new LF unit for that saga. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Again, if we're talking about Android Saga, there are some like things that they can cover for LS that would be really, really cool. But only time will tell. But I do want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.